I'm Annie Ratanasim. I'm the program manager for the Renewable Energy Fund in Rhode Island, and it's a department that sits under Rhode Island Commerce Corporation.
My name is Mike Lucini. I'm the general manager of ISM Solar based in East Providence.
My name is Michelle Carpenter. I'm the managing director of development for Turning Point Energy. So community solar is a way that a group of residential customers can aggregate their purchasing power together and subscribe to receive power from a larger solar energy system.
It's a little different than the normal way we do business. Most large-scale solar projects usually have a contract with only one or several large energy users, and in community solar projects we instead have hundreds or thousands of residential subscribers to the project.
Essentially, a community solar subscriber would agree to purchase a certain number of kilowatt hours from a solar energy project, and they would pay a certain rate, 90 to 95% of their current power rates for those credits that would then show up on their bill.
So, the importance of having community solar in Rhode Island is that you don't have to be a property owner to go solar.
It's particularly beneficial to communities that wouldn't otherwise have access to this type of program. Urban residents, renters, low and moderate income households in particular benefit from this because they're not able to site solar on their roof a lot of the time.
It's an ideal economic solution because it delivers the economics of large-scale solar to the grid, but it gives benefits directly to residential users.
It sends a message that you as a member of the community are interested in promoting clean energy. The most popular reason, however, that people end up signing up is because they actually receive a discount on their electric bill. So you can actually purchase the power from a community solar energy project more cheaply than you would purchase it from the utility.
And you're saving what usually is around 10% off of your bill.
By way of comparison, the power rates for community solar in Rhode Island are about half of what they are for the RE growth residential tariff.
And the terms are set up in a way that there is typically no termination fee. There's zero upfront costs to subscribing to a renewable energy project.
And it's a very flexible contract. So it's a way that you can directly finance clean energy projects without having to put money up front.
You just know you're paying your bill, it's coming from solar, you don't own it, but you're paying less for your electricity bill.
And then you're directly financing the displacement of fossil fuel generation from your electric supply. For the average Rhode Island household, it's over 5 tons of carbon dioxide emissions per year, which is about equal to taking a car off the road.
So the way community solar is structured, you're not actually receiving the actual electrons from the solar energy system. What essentially happens is there's a remote project located out in the field somewhere that installs a meter and it sends all of the power back to the local utility. The local utility, in exchange, will issue a residential customer who's a subscriber of a community solar project a bill credit on their bill. Net metering is the practice whereby customers, be they residential, commercial, nonprofit, educational, can basically install a solar energy system and send credits to and from the grid. But in Rhode Island, at the end of each month, the utility will look up the number of credits consumed and look up the number of credits generated and then issue a bill essentially based on whether credits were generated in excess of what was consumed or the other way around.
Virtual net metering is essentially the same thing, except the power isn't generated on site, it's generated at a remote location, but you're credited in the same way.
Maybe in the video you can cut out that part and use it, really emphasize it on you don't have to own property, you could be a renter.